Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Wendy here, independent stamping up demonstrator living in Narberth, Pembrokeshire. And this is take 2. I've switched the volume off the phone. I thought, right, everything's fine. Postman rang the bell, didn't he? And I don't like to say, well, I did this, that. I'd rather start from the beginning. So I got Bumblebee base card, which is piece of A4, cut in half and scored in half. And a piece of Highland Heather that is 10 by 14 and a half. And then I've got the top where I'll be stamping on, and that should be, yep, 9.5 by 13 and a half. I tried to go down in half a cent increments because it just gives you that little bit of extra pop, whatever, colour, whatever. Right, got to remember what I did before now, haven't I? I'm using this stamp set, Beautiful Friendship. It's very, very well used stamp by a lot of stamping demonstrators. Right, now then I'm going to start with what I call the main one. And, oh, that was it, I forgot to tell you. I'm using, earlier on, we've got a website, Stamping Up something or other. I can't remember the full name of it now. Never mind. And there you can ask for a challenge. Well, I asked for a challenge, and a lovely lady called Danielle Peck, she challenged me to, it was a colour challenge. You could do colour challenge, card challenge, sketch challenge, anything. And she's picked Daffodil Delight, Pear Pizzazz and Blushing Bride. Well, actually, she said Granny Apple Green, but I haven't got any of that, so I think Pear Pizzazz is the next closest to it, I hope. So, first of all, using the Blushing Bride, try and get a lot of Blushing Bride on, because it's a very light colour, that's the word. Then I don't know whether putting extra on makes any difference, I'm not sure, but I was going to say, don't worry about the measurements. What I've done is I've gone and revamped my blog. So this project, there's a few older projects that I've done, but this project will be on there later on today, and I'll include all the measurements and everything. Right, so now then, taking this one, I'm going to go sort of this way and down a bit, but not too far down, because, oh no, I'm going to go across here, haven't I, and up a bit. I want to leave an area where I can put the sentiments, which is going to be that bit up there under this. There we go, right. These are French polymer stamps. And any of our red inks, like Lovely Lipstick and all those darker colours, they do tend to stain the stamp. However, this doesn't damage them, and it doesn't make them unusable. So it's just a staining. We did last year sell an ink pad for cleaning, but I haven't found it in the magazine yet this year. So, oh, that's another thing that'll be on my blog. Our new annual catalogue. You can go in there and have a look round, and if you want to order anything, then that's fine. And I will also put the host code for you to use, because if you use that, you get an extra little something from me. Now then, in this packet, I have got, measuring with that silly woman, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, it's about 15, 16 centimetres by 10.5-ish. And I just put some of the tape, you know, like a Terra tape or whatever, and made it into a little pouch. And in this pouch, having labelled it as well, I'm getting good at this, aren't I? And in this pouch, I have got little masks that I've made for this stamp. So I'll show you how that does later on. Now I'm going to get off the little stameny bits for here. Never work out which way. I'm going to use Daffodil Delight for that one. Just going to put it in the middle there where things... Oh, that's a bit of a blur, isn't it? Oh well, never mind. Maybe the wind was blowing in the direction when the pollen came out or whatever. Right, so that's that done. Now then, what I'm going to do with this, because I don't really want to spoil that bit. So what I've got cut this. I stamped it and cut it more or less exactly the same size. Well, it would be if I cut it out properly, but sometimes I go a bit wonky with my cutting out. Right, so I'm going to then use the little one, that one there. Use that one, and I'm using Blushing Bride. What I'm using the mask for is that I want it to be a little bit coming out rather than behind, rather than in front, like that. Oops, sorry, I don't know whether you see that goes behind. Anything you mask, well, things go behind, but you do need to be very careful with your cutting out, because earlier on I did one and I missed the mark completely, and it was give a big gap. So I'm going to put 3 of those on top of it, like that. Now you see, this is what happens when you don't do it properly. You get a gap like that. But I don't know whether... No, I'm going to leave it because it'll only make a mess. I'll cover that with something, that's no worries. Right, now then put that one back, and I'll find the stamens then for these little tiny ones. And again, using Daffodil Delight, I'm going to put that one there. That was going to go in there. You see, with this, I thought, well, where do they go? But if you look very carefully, you can see the triangle there where they tell you should put them. I'll probably put it upside down. Oh, actually, I was doubting myself. So you know more or less where to put these things. There we are. Should I put big? Oh, let's put a big one down there as well, shall we? I'm trying to clean these stamps as I go today, so... Right. Is it going to look gimpy? No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to spoil it by putting a big one on there. So I'll put a little one on there, and then I'll be happy then that I've put something in the gap there. There we go. See, don't worry about lopsided. I can fix lopsided in an instant. Right, where's that? Ah, right, leaves now. Right, using this as a bunch of 3, and I'm going to hang on to this, but what I've also done is I've made ones for the little one as well, so I'll see where I want to put my leaves and see how it goes from there, because I might just be able to... You see, that's folded up on itself. No wonder I was going a bit wonky on there. Just going to do that like that, because it's not... I'm trying to get as close as possible without going... Yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, drat. Look, filthy hands, absolutely filthy. There should be a law against Wendy stamping. I'm going to put that one there, and I'm just going to cover this one up a little bit. Making sure I'm not... And then I'm going to put... Whoops. I should have done 2 or 3 of these, shouldn't I? Never mind. Put another one there. peeping out. Where's that bit gone? Oh, stuck to my stamp. Oh dear. And then I'm going to put another one here. And if I do this right, oh, I've just had a splodge monster attack. Look. I'm just going to put it that way a bit. There we are. I think I'm going to leave it at that. And now, thanks to Mr. Splodge Monster, how did that happen there? I don't know. Right, we'll fix it now. Let me try and put all of your little masks back in your envelope, because then you can use them over and over and over again. What I didn't do, right, what I should have done was, I should have pulled that off, and then this bit here is sticky. That's what I should have done, and that's all. Never mind, I shall make some more masks and cut them out properly this time, or next time rather. Right, sentiment to cover the blob. So very happy to know you, I think it is today. Is this the one? Yes. Ah, that's the culprit, look. There. Got now? Right. I'm going to try and line it up with the lines on my grid. And what I will do, whoever orders from me, I will be, as well as a little bit of something else, but I will also be putting in some grid paper. Not a lot of grid paper, but it'll be a piece about this size, maybe a bit bigger. And really it's just so that you can put your stamp down and line it up. Put that over the top now, I'll show you. When you do this, have it lumpy side face down. I'll use this big bit because you can see it better then. Lined up like that. Then when you bring your blocks then, because with these I've got lumps either side so I know where to do it. Well, hopefully I do. And then it'll just be a matter of a little squeeze and you'll have your stamp on there. It has saved me a lot of time, that has. Right, into the green again. This time checking my block. Yeah, block and fingers out the way. I'm just wondering whether... What I'm going to do, I'm going to put it further down. Put it down there, and then, if I can find my Bumblebee what's it, there's some envelopes. Where are they? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Right. My embellishment. File. And I don't very often use these. Look. Now there's a double one. Double splodge monster attack. What am I going to do? Right, I'm going to use this one and try to use my pickup tool as well. I don't know whether I don't use this very often, but what I'll do is I'll loosen it off first. No, it's not good. It does work, ladies and gentlemen. It really does. It's just that I haven't had a very good few days, and so, as you can imagine, nothing is working for me. It's gone. Shh, don't tell it. I've managed to get rid of it. I really must learn how to use that tool. I've had it for a while, but I haven't bothered using it. Right, so I'll put this last one here, and there we are. There's that done. Now get my glue out. That there. Check my card for lumpy bumpies, which I can see all the way across there. So just smooth that down, that piece, and that's fine. I don't very often really use all this colour. I usually go cream or white and, you know, keep it just like that. But I think today I've ticked myself out of the box today, I think. I said ticked myself out of the box, I don't know. So that's there. If the splodge monster attacks again, I'll just put another couple of stars on it. Embellishments on it. See, just a little margin. Well, it's a little. I do like them a little bit bigger on the topper. Do that so I don't rub everything off. And there we go, all done. And it's thank you to Danielle Peck for challenging me out and getting me to push myself out of some whatever the word is. I can't think of the word now, but never mind. Please, this will be going on to my YouTube channel, and I'll also be putting it on